Ridge. Some people may say the most significant battle in Canadian history. What do you think? First, let me give you a brief explanation of what happened. After the Battle of Somme, also known as the Bloodbath, the generals knew that they had to change something after 30 years of consistent, failed attacks on Vimy Ridge, a 9-kilometer escarpment with a clear view of enemy positioning. They decided to promote Sergeant Arthur Currie to lead a Canadian attack on the ridge. Currie, being the person he is, made sure the Canadians were properly prepared. He used a replica ridge to make sure his soldiers were ready and knew what they were doing. He made his soldiers practice and practice until they knew the plan was perfect. But when the soldiers were preparing for their attack, Army engineers were building tunnels or subways. Once they finished, they made a total of 11 tunnels, totaling around 6 kilometers in length, used to sink soldiers into their designated positions. They also dug tunnels under no man's land to fill with explosives to distract the enemy. After all the preparation, they finally started their attack on April 9th. The first wave snuck through the tunnels and began their attack. Their army consisted of all different types of soldiers, not just marksmen. They had machine gunners, grenade throwers, and even engineer corps on the battlefield, and they used 980 heavy artillery pieces to distract the Germans while they pushed forward. After only 2 hours, they had taken their first objective. That attack gave them enough reassurance and confidence to take Hill 145, the peak of the ridge, and completely take over the ridge in just 2 days, killing 20,000 Germans and gaining 4,000 as prisoners. Their success would go on to get them the title of an elite striking force and a great national pride, putting themselves one step closer to escaping the persona of England's little brother. But to earn this title, they unfortunately lost 3,500 soldiers and 7,000 were wounded. There now lies a grave on the top of the ridge that honors 11,000 Canadian soldiers killed in France who sacrificed their lives for our country. As one famous general would famously say, "In those few minutes I witnessed the birth of a nation." So what do you think? Was the Battle of Vimy Ridge the most significant in all of Canadians' history?